So how you doing? It's Jack down here, obviously. Right, so what I wanted to talk to you about is, well, the Premier League fixtures have been announced, and I thought it would be my time, because it only starts in 3 weeks, is to make my Premier League predictions. Hang on, let me get away from the sun. That's better. Right, yeah. So I'm going to make my Premier League predictions. So, how in the world am I going to do this then? Oh well. So, I'll just say it. I won't have anything behind me because I'm very good at that. Anyway, who I think will be champions? Champions of the Premier League. That's actually a tough one. So let's go for relegation first. And relegation, I don't think Brian have enough to stay up another year. I just don't think that Brian will stay up another year. 19th, that will probably go to Cardiff. They could pull some shocks. I don't think it's going to happen. And 18th, do Wolves have enough to stay up, or will it be Southampton? I'm stuck between them two. I'm going to go with Southampton to go down. They're losing the plot over there. They've sold all the best players to Liverpool, and they've not done anything with the money. Like, what I would have done, like, a few years back, is that I would have sold Lallana, then just keep going until I can buy a really decent player who's up in the ranks, like Leicester did with N'Golo Kante, and then turn him into a superstar. Although you do have to be lucky with that. Ayo. Yeah, okay, so I think Wolves are just going to stay up. Only just, though. Only just. They might get relegated next season. I mean, the season after that. 16th, it's going to be tough, but I think Palace. They might even sack Hodgson if it gets a bit rough over there, but anyway. Why do I keep saying that? Anyway. 15th. Now, I'm stuck between two teams. I'm stuck between Huddersfield and Newcastle, because I don't think they're going to do very well this year. Mind you, neither are Everton if they sort their squad out, because Rooney needs to start scoring some more. Like, he needs to get back to his best. I know he's a bit old. I know he's, like, past his prime. But still, he really needs to get back into his scoring days. In order for them to stay up. They did a decent job, but I don't think it's going to last. Burnley could drop a few, like they've done. Like, I think the league knew, like, when Burnley went on that 11-match winless run, they had to change up their tactics and, like, their formation, obviously. But I just think that the league will actually see what Burnley are planning and then just counter it. Like, Burnley will win, like, quite a bit of their games, but mainly draw or lose most of them. So I think they're going to go 14th, and then we're going to put Palace, and then we're going to put Everton 15th. Okay. 13th. That looks to be... that's a tough one, actually. I reckon that... there's actually quite a lot of different teams for that. Oops, sorry. Oh, Newcastle. That's it. Yeah, Newcastle 13th. They will drop a few. 12th. Not that I can say about 12th. I think Leicester might get it again. They had a decent try last time. Obviously getting, like, 8th, I think it was. Or 9th. Okay, so now we're in the, like, near top 10. 11th. So, I reckon Fulham. I honestly think Fulham, because like if you saw what Brian did last year, people thought that Fulham were just gonna go down easy without a fight. Why did I say Fulham? I meant Brighton. Yeah. So people saw Brighton last year and they thought that they were just gonna go down and that was it. Like they're never gonna come back. And then you look at Fulham, who barely scraped the playoff win. To be honest, it was pretty jammy. Yeah. And I honestly think that they're gonna pull some shocks this year, like with Cardiff. They're gonna do some big wins, like Brian did against Man United. 2-1. Oh well. I still can't stop laughing at that. Anyway. 10th. That's actually going to be pretty good. Another shocker, but Huddersfield. Yes, I know you're thinking, Jack, you are so weird. But shut up for 1 second. I think Huddersfield have what it takes to get into the top half of the table. I actually need like a little bit of a wump on the Premier League teams. God, I've forgotten so much during this video. Alright, okay. Should have put teams. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. Right. There we go. West Ham, yeah. They're going to fit into 9th. They're just going to fit in like another average season on, to be honest. Watford, they do have some talent, like near upgoing talent, and I think they could actually peak this season. So I think they're going to have an impressive 8th. No one thought Burnley were going to reach that far. They thought we were going to go down, for God's sake, second season syndrome last season. So I think Watford could be the new Burnley. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to put Bournemouth in 16th, by the way. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, 14th, and then we'll move everyone else up. So Watford gets 7th. Alright, anyway, it's between these 6 teams. City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal. Liverpool are definite contenders for the league title this year. I think 6. I don't think Sarri's going to do a very good job at Chelsea. They could actually lose like a lot of talent in the transfer window. I mean, it's still July. There's still like a month to try and sell. And I think that could be their downfall this season because Sarri should not be the replacement. I don't even know why in the world they sacked Antonio Conte. Mainly because they lose 4-1 to Watford every weekend. And out. Anyway. Yeah, I honestly think that's it. Unai Emery at Arsenal. He's a decent replacement. And I don't think they're still going to get Champions League. I mean, the amount of talent that is on the other clubs. Until Mesut Ozil starts actually turning up and putting in good performances for Arsenal, there's no way they're going to get back into the top 4. There's just no way. And what they need to do is they actually need to be consistent. They lose to small teams, and then they beat a massive team, and then they lose to a small team again. Now the Wenger's over, maybe Emery can turn the team around. I don't see it happening. I really do not see it happening. Anyway, next on the list, 4th place. It's going to be Spurs. It's going to be Spurs. And you want to know why? I just think that Spurs are going to do another typical Spurs and ball it. They always do it. They always do it. They always find some way to lose in a big situation. Like, everyone just thought they were going to stroll past 10th place Chelsea and keep Leicester's title fight going. But no. They bottle it. Same with the Champions League. They bottle it, even though they have decent experience with it, like some of the players. I mean, you have Serge Aurier, who has nearly won, who has like been very good with PSG, trying to win that Champions League. He knows what it's like, and yet he acts like he's never even turned up to a Champions League game in his life. Then you have this season against Juventus. Again, 2-2. They had 2 away goals, and I'm not trying to be Mourinho here, but why couldn't you have just popped the damn balls? You would have gone through. And you would have faced Real Madrid, you would have knocked them out, and then we wanted to see Ronaldo, for the 5th time, win the Champions League! Sorry, I got a bit out of hand there. Now for top 3, this is actually very difficult between United, Liverpool and City. It's going to be United in 3rd. Now, if you're a United fan and you watch my videos, do not start go ham in the comments. I will actually kill you. I'm joking. Now, but the reason why I think they're going to finish 3rd is because they don't have the confidence anymore like they did in August last season. Like, they had that much confidence beating small teams. But the main problem there was letting Lukaku still up front, trying to, like, you knew that he was actually a bit nervous when they started playing Liverpool. I mean, he didn't even, like, want to touch the ball. He just wanted to get rid of it straight away. And I was in Blackpool watching that match. Fun fact. But yeah, and they also cost that win against City at Old Trafford. Obviously, Lukaku instantly passed it straight to, I don't know who it was, but they scored. And like, the only good thing that he did was score against the club that was meant to sign him, Chelsea. Like, that's all he did, and then set up another. Like, he can only perform against clubs that actually want to sign him. I mean, he performed against Everton and shushed them. Yeah. And it's actually the same with Arsenal. Why I think they're going to finish 3rd. I mean, they lose to small teams. Like they're just causing upset. And they park the bus. Like, I know I just said about Spurs parking the bus, but they just need to know when to. So yeah, so 2nd. It's a tough one. That is a real tough one. It's going to be Manchester City. So Liverpool win the Premier League for the first time ever. They have the squad. Okay, let's first go on City. The reason why I think they're going to finish 2nd is because it's sort of like Burnley. The league adapts to how in the world they play. They play fast-flowing, attacking football, and they finish perfectly. All teams have to do is just hold the ball, and City won't get any. And City won't get any time they have to try and score on a counter-attack. It's that simple. They could also use their fullbacks to stay back well, yeah, just stay back all the time instead of trying to let City overrun them. But City do have the talent, and of course they're going to get top 4. Now, the reason why I think Liverpool are going to finish first is because they have the squad to do it. It's just that simple. They have the manager with young Klopp. They just need to avoid losing to small teams like United and Arsenal. And maybe even Chelsea. Yeah. I honestly think that will be the thing. I think Liverpool will not lose to small teams. I think they might just get a draw against them. But a point's still a point instead of none. And also, Mo Salah is going to absolutely tear the league up like he's never even seen it. He's going to do better than last season. But not win the Golden Boot. I mean, like, more of an assist type of role. And I think that because Shaqiri may even play centre forward, who was a new signing, and a possible new transfer in net, because Karius, he's not really fit to wear the shirt, is he? Benzema. Bale. Sorry, got a little cough there. And I think Alisson can get them quite a few clean sheets, maybe even get the Premier League Golden Glove, and possibly win them the title. So yeah, that's who I think that. Now for the other leagues, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. First, let's start with La Liga, and there's only one winner here. It's Barcelona. It has to be. I can say right now, you can even check out Football Daily after this video. And even though Iniesta has left, the tiki-taka is just long gone and forever. Ernesto knows how to play, nearly got us to an unbeaten season last season in La Liga, tore Real Madrid to shreds at the Bernabeu. And if that little cheat, Sergio Ramos, tries to take out Messi with a judo move again, I will snipe his leg off. So he won't have to do any more tackles. That's how I feel about him. Anyway. I think that's how it's going to end up for Barcelona. Like, maybe it could have even be Atletico that finished second in not Real Madrid. Bale's not fit. He'll probably get injured again. Maybe even for a long time. We know Benzema can't even score in most games. Sancho could be the new kid, though, that turns up, and I think that's what I'm worried about. Sorry, guys. I think that's what I'm worried about. So anyway, Bundesliga, again, only one winner, Bayern Munich. No questions asked. If Dortmund just couldn't stop being an absolute selling machine, then they might have won the Bundesliga. It's like they just said to other clubs with that money, it's like, no. You are not from China, get out. That didn't make any sense at all, Jack. What in the world are you doing? Your mum is an asshole. Right. See. Serie A. How one-sided is it now? As if Juve didn't need that much. Yeah, sure, Napoli came close to ending their Serie A undefeated streak, but they shouldn't really be given the streak to begin with. It should be a class competition of Italian football. Therefore, but come to think about it, Italian football has gone down the drain. I mean, nationally. But, yes, Serie A has just become Juventus's walk in the park. Every single year. I don't even know who they're going to replace Buffon with. But if it's Szczesny, then the other teams might actually have a chance. So Juventus really need to sign a goalkeeper quick. Yeah, but then that attack is absolute menacing. Dybala, Ronaldo, Cuadrado, Higuain. You can't top it. You can't top it. Ligue 1. Same with Monaco. If they didn't come in a selling machine like Dortmund, and they didn't sell Mbappe to PSG, it's like, no, I ain't taking your out money. Now get the hell out of my puppet state. I think it's puppet state. Anyway, yeah, that's honestly, Monaco screwed themselves up this year. Bottom in their Champions League group when if they kept Mbappe, they honestly would have won it. They just let the Premier League take in and PSG and take all their best players for a bag of money just so Falcao can bang in goals. So yeah, it's obviously gonna be PSG, and with Buffon in there instead of Trapp and Areola, there's no stopping him. Now here's the Europa League. Although Sarri hasn't really got the takes to get them into the top 4. He could win the Europa League. But it could be an all-English final between these two. And I clicked on one by accident. Oops. Oops again. And finally, the Champions League. Big teams, Real, Barca, Atletico, City, Liverpool, Spurs. Oh, God. I honestly don't really know who to pick, but seeing as I'm a Barca supporter, hashtag no glory hunter, I think Barcelona are going to win. It's the amount of talent that we have. It's the best football that we play. If we play just like we did last season, and we avoid Roma in the draw, we're winning it, boys. So, what else should I do? That's it. I should do a Premier League top scorer. And I think Harry Kane will reclaim his crown. As long as he doesn't claim any goals, it's Kane's. It's Kane's. So anyway, guys, what was I doing then? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you don't, then nothing happens. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. Sorry for the long break. I just keep forgetting. I have said the memory. And good.